Troy Huney, West Coast Authentic here with UFC light heavyweight Ryan Bader. Ryan, thanks for calling in today. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just been training last week here before I leave for Japan, and camp's going perfectly. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. I'm in shape. Feel good and confident going into this fight.
That's great to hear. Hey, and thanks for signing those hundreds of photos and gloves we sent you last month. Hope you didn't injure your hand in the process.
No, absolutely. Love doing it. Love getting it out there to the fans and all that. So, check us out at West Coast Authentics, and then get all your, authentic MMA gear.
Great. Yeah, and imagine UFC 144 in Japan's on your mind right now. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, definitely. You're kind of in training camp, and you're kind of putting your head down and just grinding away. But now that the fight's getting closer, you start to back off a little bit on the heavy training, and so you kind of see light at the end of the tunnel. And instead of beating up on your training partners all day and getting beat up on a little bit, you get to go do it to somebody else. So I'm excited about it.
Do you like sushi?
I do like sushi. Yeah. We actually went out to Tokyo in November for the press conference out there. Right. So I got to check it out a little bit and know what to expect. So, it should be a cool experience. So that was kind of nice to go there beforehand.
So you and Rampage, did you kind of keep your distance while you were over there?
We were, at the press conference, and then the day after they had us going around, seeing different sites and everything around Japan for like some media stuff, and we were with each other pretty much all day. So yeah, it was fun.
So Rampage Jackson, being a fan favorite over in Japan, do you think this will benefit him, or do you think that'll be added pressure for him?
I think it'll just be the same, really. I mean, everywhere you go, the fans aren't really, fighting the fight for you or anything like that. We're both traveling over there. We're both doing the same things, and we both train hard for this fight. And it's only him in the cage, him and I. And so, I'm not fighting all of his fans or all of Japan or anything like that. I'm just fighting him, I think that's what it really comes down to. He can have the home field advantage, but that really doesn't get to me at all.
Okay, you're coming off an impressive knockout win against Jason Brills in November. Are we going to see a repeat of some of that strategy when you fight Rampage?
Yeah, we got some new coaching staff. I got a new head coach before that fight with Jason Brills, and is watching film, running our camps, and been working with a new boxing coach before that fight also. So I feel like I've grown a lot as a fighter, and definitely, I got to use all my tools against a guy like Rampage. So gonna go in there and put on a good show and be smart about it, but use everything together and go out there and get the win.
Do you have a game plan for dealing with the long flight and the time change?
Yeah, I fought in Australia before. It was a longer flight. Got there a little bit earlier, but basically I'm just gonna go out there, get on their time, and we've been sparring a little bit in the morning here since we'll be fighting around noon, on Sunday morning in Japan. So I've been doing that, and I've done it before. In Australia we fought at like 10 a.m. So I've been there before. I know what to expect, and I won't let that kind of added pressure and that added travel kind of get to me at all. Just do what I do what I train for, and show up and perform.
So are you going to spend some time in Japan after the fight?
Yeah, we're going to stay about 3 more days. It's going to be nice. We fight in the morning on Sunday, so we have all that day to relax, where usually you fight at night, get out of there like at midnight, and, don't have a chance to really hang out at all, So we're going to go out there and, stay till Wednesday, and I got, my coaches out there and a couple friends that are going to be out there, so we'll have a good time after also.
Now back to signing autographs for a second. Do you find it to be a great way to connect with your fans?
Yeah, absolutely. I love anything that I can connect with my fans, because they're what drives the sport and everything, and for them to get something authentic and right from the source, and that's a great way to connect with them. And it's I'm honored that I'm just able to do that, and people actually want that.
Ryan, what's the craziest thing a fan has ever had you sign?
Oh man, I've signed body parts and all that. Usually when they're like, sign my arm, you're like, really? You really want me to send your arm here? So I've a couple of those, and then photos of like you sign a guy's picture of you that he has of a long time ago or something in like a folder, and then he gets a picture with you, and then sees you later and has you sign that picture that you just took with him.
Yeah, okay.
And then again of the picture that he just took with a picture of the picture. That's pretty crazy. You know, it's definitely cool.
Are you a sports memorabilia collector yourself?
Not so much. You know, as far as I got a lot of MMA stuff. You know, just being around the sport and being around those guys. You know, as a kid, I lived in Reno, Nevada. We used to go over to Oakland, and my dad was a big Yankees fan. And you know, I have you know, some baseball signed by Dom Mattingly and Paul O'Neill. You know, a couple of guys like that. But other than that, you know, it's mostly, you know, MMA, and I have some, you know, footballs and some, you know, hockey sticks and stuff like that, just from being in the sport of MMA and meeting these different people. So I guess I do a little bit, you know, and when the opportunity arises, you know, and if I, you know, can get some from, you know, somebody, or we do a little trade or something, I definitely would, you know, I like to.
Okay, Ryan, well, I'll let you get back to your training. Thanks so much for your time today. Is there anything you'd like to say or plug?
No, just look out for this fight, you know, and just let everybody know that, you know, obviously all the stuff that we're giving out and signing is the real deal, and, you know, check it out, and hopefully it'll be worth a lot more after this fight.
I'm sure it will. You can follow Ryan on Twitter at twitter.com/Ryan Bader, or be sure to visit West Coast Authentic for Ryan's exclusive autographed memorabilia. So come and check it out. Thanks again, Ryan, and good luck in Japan. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.